when homeopathy was not allowed to give medicines for the COVID pandemic, which was raging throughout the world, the real people who are interested in homeopathy, the homeopathic doctors, the sympathizers of homeopathy, benefactors of homeopathy, all joined together to form this great platform, which is still alive and going from one step to the next like that. We all know that in that period, we have to face many challenges, many arguments we have to make to show the world that homeopathy can do something. And we succeeded to a great extent at that time. This forum has brought homeopaths around the world from 65 countries. And this platform became the #1 platform for homeopaths to come and interact and to study ourselves and to exchange their ideas and experiences. And still now it is continuing and continuing. As all of you know that according to the WHO report and everything, homeopathy is the second most popular system of medicine in this world. And this position of being the second most popular system in the world gives us more challenges and responsibilities. And in these 1,400 days, we discussed many things. And we discussed almost all the diseases, its management, the homeopathic management, and how to go forward. Many things were discussed. And also, we could bring around we could connect the whole homeopaths around the world. And now we know that many countries have homeopathy alive and growing. Of course, there are our lacunas when we look back. And this is also a time to look back and see or find out the faults which we had and to repair it in the coming days. My job is to welcome our distinguished guests. And the first one, as usual, is our own president, Dr. Ismail Sir, who was my teacher, who was the retired principal of the Government Homeopathic Medical College in Kerala, and to this platform. But there's no need to welcome him in a way because he is the soul behind everything that is going on in this IFPH platform. And second one is the Dr. Janardhan Nair, who is going to inaugurate this 1,400 days celebrations. He is the president of the Medical Assessment and Rating Board of Homeopathy of National Commission of Homeopathy, Government of India. He is from Kerala, and he is always with us for every venture we were going into. He was always a great supporter, and he was always with us. And with great pleasure, I invite him to this forum. He's also a good friend of me. And with great pleasure, in the name of IFPH and the members of IFPH, I invite him to this platform to inaugurate this 1,400 day celebrations. The next to welcome is my mentor, friend, philosopher, Dr. M.K. Sahani, who was with me in the education committee and CCH for around 10 years. And he is the one who is to give the keynote address. And he needs no mention or introduction in this forum because he's running the whole show in a way. And the next to invite is our foreign guests or speakers, Dr. Kathy Mary Lemon from USA, who was always there to help us and who has come to this forum, blessed our forum many times with her presence and her speeches, and many things she has done for homeopathy. We all know in America, still homeopathy is struggling and facing lots of hurdles which are put forward by the pharma companies and all. And she's raging a battle there. And she's a great warrior for homeopathy in America. Then the next is Dr. Javed Akhtar from Pakistan, who also used to come to our platform with regularly and help us from the very beginning. And next is from the land of Hanuman, the birthplace of homeopathy, and the birthplace of Hanuman, that is Germany. She is Beatrice Gessner. She also has been a great supporter of our IFPH platform, and everybody who has attended our regular meetings knows her very well. She used to share with us all the experiences in the clinical side and all. And the next is Mariam Salcido from Bolivia. She is also one of our regular speakers in a way, and is very active in her country and has been with us for a long time. And always, whenever we need any help, she is ready to help us in many ways. So all of you know that today is the Doctor's Day in India, and it is the the BC Roy story and everything. And I welcome all other people who are present in this forum, in this platform, and also all the IFPH members and our contributors in many ways. I welcome you all to the 1400 day celebrations, which will be written in the golden letters in the history of homeopathy. Thank you. Thank you all. Now I welcome our Dr. Janardhan sir for his speech. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Please unmute, sir.
Unmute, sir. Please
unmute. Please unmute, sir. Nice.
Now it is audible now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Sir, so good evening all, and happy Doctor's Day also. Thank you very much to the organizers, including myself, because I am also part of IFPH since long time. So thank you very much for inviting me for the 1400th day celebration of our web series. Today is the Doctor's Day, so it falls on this particular day. And I congratulate IFPH for organizing such a wonderful program. For all these 4 years, we are noticing that day by day, the significance of IFPH, its seminars have been noticed by the public all over the country and around the world. Now say we have started the Hindi program also along with Malayalam and English program. And with the leadership of Sahanizar, it is going to be a great success, and every day the program also is being done in a very good manner. In this series, it is brought big name to IFPH and that other organizations could not win such goals. It is highly appreciable that the scientific series has been organized in these different languages. And the activities along with that, the practitioners, the colleges, and the teachers of the various homeopathic medical colleges are doing very good work in homeopathy compared to many other systems of medicine. A collective approach of the development of for the development of the homeopathy has made a very great name, and within a short period we become a very noticeable medical system of medicine, and people have accepted it as the second largest system of medicine. And now the other factor of medicine, other factors of medicine has started thinking of homeopathy and the defects of homeopathy or the failures of homeopathy, rather than thinking about the failures of their own system, contraindications of their own system, and they started looking into our system. What is the faults in our system and how it can be criticized and our name can be degraded. So such activities have been started means we have to understand that our system is one of the most important system of medicine. Now, in fact, though the general public and the government have given enough freedom to homeopathy, enough support to homeopathy, and homeopathy has grown up to a great extent in this 230 years of time, and our own people are there with a less faith in homeopathy. We have to work for that, and our people are looking into the other systems of medicine for name and fame or benefits. They don't understand. They are having a diamond with them and they are looking for the gravel, and they think that that is the best thing. Such things are we are seeing in and around. We have to explore the treasure in homeopathy, and for that, actually, being a regulatory, being an officer in the regulatory authority, I want to stress that our people should involve more and more and more in systematic homeopathic practice rather than simple prescribing and working for the benefits of the patient with the help of patent and others. So systematic work in homeopathy has to be started. And another very important thing is that our association should join together without any personal motive, and they have to work together for the development of the system, and the same can be the same objective can bring up the homeopathy into a very, very remarkable manner. So, and being a representative of the National Commission of Homeopathy, I want to tell that within this short period of time, we have made many advantages, that competency-based dynamic curriculum and ABDM and assessment of the colleges and the regulations for activities of the colleges have been widely changed, and 13 regulations we could publish in a short period of time, and we have started annual inspection of the colleges, and apart from all those things, we have started the assessment of the homeopathic medical colleges, like other institutions like IIT and other major institutions are being done. The Prime Minister of India has insisted that all the medical institutions has to be rated, and every year a ranking of the colleges has to be published. In that way, homeopathy also has started ranking of 277 homeopathic medical colleges, and the ranking process is going on, and that is being engaged to Quality Council of India, and the process is in the verge of completion, and by July we are expecting that July last we are expecting that all the colleges in India can be ranked or grade can be published. So in all respect, educational system has been improved. The syllabus of homeopathic subjects also have improved, and massive changes have been implemented in the syllabus. And in many respects, the education system is being revamped. The practice of the homeopathic doctors also is being revamped. And only one thing is that what I want to highlight in this forum, that we all people should unite together to highlight the scientific way of homeopathic medicine, and measures has to be taken to implement or to start small research projects in each clinics, in each colleges, and with all the practitioners. So if the work of the patient care activities are being done in a systematic scientific manner, it will produce research outputs, and we will become an unbeatable science. And as I told, there is a great future for homeopathy, and I want to give all the best wishes for the Doctors' Day of this 2024, and declare myself as the 1400th celebrations of web-based series are being inaugurated. Thank you very much. Best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. And now I am inviting Dr. Shaji Kudiat for presidential address. He is the Vice President of IFPH. So please welcome.
Sir is absent. Okay. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
for the privilege. Thank you for the privilege. So it is my pleasure and honor to be say a few words on behalf of International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy, which we very happily and with a lot of ambitious visions we started at the time when homeopathy is ignored, at a time when homeopathy can be usefully utilized for the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of COVID-19, a pandemic imposed upon us. So we, a few homeopathy doctors, lovers, and started this this organization. Now, since then, we started daily Zoom meetings to promote homeopathy. First, we started in Malayalam for 100 days, then we shifted to English and Malayalam. Now it is 1,400 days of uninterrupted daily Zoom meetings never happened in the history of any system of medicine. Is a huge work done. All this made possible because the people associated with this organization is a cream and gem of homeopathy around the world. I can congratulate each one associated with the International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy and proudly say, we are the gems of homeopathy in the world today, and it is our duty and responsibility to spread and hand over this system of medicine in the most honorable way to the new generation or the generations that follow us, so that the potentials and possibilities of this system of medicine will be utilized by the future generations. So there are people horribly trying to retard us and suppress us, but truth always survive. We all stand because there is truth in this system of medicine and no doubt in that. So the truth always prevail, and I can undoubtedly say that whatever criticism come against us, if homeopathy works, there is a truth behind it, there is a science behind it. If the present science is unable to understand and explain it, it only means that the science is incompetent, the present day science is inadequate. So it indicates that science needed to be furthered to understand homeopathy, and that time will come. The scientific furtherance will happen so that homeopathy and other holistic systems of medicine will be prioritized and come forward to lead the world in serving humanity and eliminating the maladies affecting humanity. We are thus means that any system of medicine should be neglected. We need all systems of medicine. As we promote homeopathy, it doesn't mean that we can oppress or eliminate any system of medicine. We support each and every system of medicine available in the world, and we are not interested in oppressing or suppressing any other system, because if such systems are not working, it will automatically get eliminated. No need for us to work anything for that. But today, something we need to notice that and bring to the awareness of our fellow human beings is that there are people who suppress and oppress meritorious systems of medicine for upgrading other systems, especially the present conventional system, which is we also need that in overcoming crisis, but they are prioritizing it so that may be prioritized by ignorant human beings around the world by the money-making people. Money is needed, but more than that, safe, simple, real holistic science-based medical system is the need of the hour, and we are one among them. And we have advantage of our medicines capable of working in an energy level so that the higher levels of our existence will be influenced and rectified so that a better, more complete cure will become possible. So with this, I wind up my presidential address in absence of our very honorable and most respected Dr. Ismail Said sir, who is our energy, who is our wisdom and strength. And on his absence, I fulfill this responsibility, and thank you very much. And keep going and keep supporting IFPH so that the gem of homeopathy around the world will be increasing in numbers every now and then. Thank you, and wish you all happy Doctor's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shaji Kudiat. Now I'm inviting Dr. M.K. Sahani for current address. So please.
Thank you, Dr. Anjali. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Nayyar sir, who is very much instrumental in making the homeopathic system more systematic and more presentable and transparent for the world, for the homeopathic country in the country. And during that, ever since the beginning of the NCH, the system has started becoming more and more transparent. And for this, I congratulate the whole team of the NCH and especially to Dr. Nayyar. For me to speak about the challenges before the homeopathy, I have to just to summarize some of the points that we can consider. Homeopathy as a system of alternative medicine, which was created in the late 18th century, and several significant challenges in the modern era, and ever since the beginning. For homeopath, strict adherence to the basic principle of familia similibus curantia is quite necessary. It is quite contrary to the most of the other system of medicine, which allows different modalities for the practice of homeopathy. To sum up some of the points I would like to discuss. First of all, the lack of scientific evidences. One of the major challenges in the lack of robust scientific evidence supporting the efficacy of homeopathic treatment. Most clinical trials and systemic reviews have found that homeopathic remedies perform no better than placebo. This lack of empirical support undermines the credibility of homeopathy in the eyes of the medical and scientific community. And for this, I would like to our government and especially the National Council for the Research of Research in Homeopathy is doing a yeoman task in making and bringing a scientific evidence-based practices. Second, the regulatory scrutiny. Homeopathic products faces increased regulatory scrutiny. Authorities like the Food and Drug Administration in the United States and European Medicine Agency in Europe tightened regulations requires manufacturing to provide evidence of safety and efficacy. This has led to stricter labeling and marketing requirements, making it more challenging for the homeopathic product to be sold in and promoted. Then third point is the public perceptions and skepticism. Public perception of homeopathy varies widely, but there is a growing skepticism, especially in the region of high level of education and assessing access to conventional medical information. Campaigns by scientific skeptics and public health advocates have contributed to more critical views of the homeopathy, highlighting the importance of evidence-based medicines. Third point is the integrations with the conventional medicines. Integrating homeopathy with conventional medicines remains a significant challenge. Many healthcare professionals use homeopathy with suspicion or outright rejections, considering it as pseudoscience. This lack of acceptance hinders collaborations and integration into the mainstream healthcare system, limiting its availability to patients who might benefit from complementary approaches. Fifth point is that education and training. education and training of homeopathic practice significantly across has developed significantly across the country. And in our country, it is one of the topmost. I think all of the world would need the education system and training that is being provided in our country. And sixth point is economic viability. Economic viability of homeopathy is another challenge. Pharmaceuticals companies often dominates the healthcare market, and the profitability of the homeopathic remedy is generally lower compared to the conventional medicine. This economic disparity limits research funding and investment in homeopathy, affecting the development of and viability. Next point is the ethical concern. That is, there are ethical concerns regarding the use of homeopathy, particularly when it is promoted as a substitute for evidence-based medicine. This can lead to delayed diagnosis and treatment of serious conditions, putting patients at risk. The ethical dilemma of providing treatment with a little no scientific backing is a significant concern in the medical community. And the last point is the global variations in acceptance. Acceptance of homeopathy varies globally. While it is widely accepted and practiced in our country, like and other Brazil and other some part of the Europe, it faces significant resistance in other regions, like in the United States and the United Kingdom. These variations affect the global reach and uniformity of the in the practice. So I can conclude, addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach, including rigorous scientific research to establish compliance, public education, and ethical practice standards, bringing the gap between homeopathy and conventional medicine to integrative healthcare models could be also enhance its acceptance and utilization. So with this, I conclude my speech, and I must thank. I being the part of this IFPH forum, I'm very much interested, and I congratulate Dr. All doctors associated with it for their team spirit and working on a regular basis. And with this, I thank you all and wish you all a very happy Doctor's Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sahani sir. Now I am inviting for facilitation Dr. Javed Akhtar from Pakistan. Dr. Javed Akhtar, you're welcome.
Good evening. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Respected homeopathic doctors, well-wishers, and especially happy Doctor's Day. Our homeopathic community, it's a great pleasure. Today I am presenting my point of views about the homeopathy's challenges before the Today is a very beautiful topic, discussion challenges before homeopathy. What kind of issues over there I'm going to discuss here? Research deficiency. The scientific community values evidence-based medicine, which relies on rigorous research to validate treatment efficiency. Homeopathy suffers from lack of such robust research. This includes randomized controlled trial, systematic review, and meta-analysis that can provide strong evidence. Without these, homeopathy struggles to gain legitimacy and widespread acceptance. And second one is the professional coordination among homeopaths. In many medical fields, professional societies and associations play a key role in promoting collaboration. In homeopathy, the lack of unified professional body means that participants often work in isolation. This fragmentation leads to variability in treatment methods and can diminish the perceived reliability and professionalism of the field. And third one is the education deficiency. A strong educational foundation is critical for any healthcare profession. Homeopathy often lacks standardizations, curricula, accredited programs, and rigorous training requirements. This results in practitioners with varying levels of expertise and knowledge. Enhancing educational standards and providing constant high quality training can help ensure that all homeopaths are well prepared to provide effective care. Third one is the management efficiency. Efficient practice management is essential for providing high quality patient care. Homeopathic clinics may struggle with organizational aspects such as the scheduling, billing, and patient follow-up. Improved management practices can enhance patients' experience, increase clinic efficiency, and ensure better health outcome. And next one is the literature deficiency. Access to comprehensive and up-to-date body of literature is essential for continuous professional development. The scarcity of the modern peer-reviewed homeopathic texts limit practitioners' ability to stay current with the latest research methodologies and advancement. Expediting the availability of high-quality literature can support lifelong learning and improve practice standards. Practical skills deficiency. Practical skills are developed through hands-on experience and clinical practice. Homeopathy training programs often emphasize theoretical knowledge or practical application. This can leave practitioners ill-equipped to handle real-world patient scenario effectively. Increased opportunities for practical training and mentorship can help bridge this gap. Superiority complex to lack of true knowledge. An unfounded belief in the superiority of homeopathy without recognizing its limitation or understanding its scientific basis can alienate homeopaths from other healthcare providers. This superiority complex can prevent meaningful collaboration and integration with conventional medicine, which is vital for holistic patient care. I'm going to example here. If you see the YouTube channel, and the homeopaths were claiming we can do such thing, and this remedy will do all these things. This basically the complex over there. And another is the legal challenges. Legal and regulatory issues can significantly impact the practice of homeopathy. These challenges were very jurisdiction and can include strict regulatory requirements, difficulties in obtaining licenses, and compliance with healthcare laws. Addressing these legal barriers is crucial for the growth and legitimacy of homeopathic practice. Lack of knowledge. Both the public and practitioners may lack a comprehensive understanding of homeopathy. This includes knowledge about its principles, appropriate uses, and evidence base. Improving education and awareness about homeopathy can lead to more informed choices by patients and better integration with other healthcare practices. Enhanced public education campaigns and professional development opportunities can help achieve this. And another is what needs to improvement. What kind of things we can do over there? Increase contribution from national and international donors. Financial resources are crucial for any medical field to thrive. By securing donation from a wide range of donors, homeopathy can invest in vital areas such as research, training, infrastructure development. This support can also help fund initiative. This improves the quality and accessibility of homeopathic care. Highlight competent and passionate homeopaths with practical skills. Recognizing and showcasing homeopaths who demonstrate exceptional skills and dedication can serve as a role model for the community. These highlighted individuals can set benchmark for others, drive the adoption of best practices, and enhance the overall quality of homeopathic treatment. Established house job training programs. House job training akin to internship or residence in conventional medicine provides the recent graduate with essential hands-on experience under the supervision of seasoned practitioners. This training is crucial for the bridging the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical application, ensuring that new homeopaths are competent and confident in treating patients. Grading homeopaths based on skills and qualification. A systematic grading system that assesses homeopaths based on their qualification and clinical skills can help maintain high standards in the profession, such as the system encourages continuous learning and improvement, ensuring that practitioners remain knowledgeable and proficient in their practice. Yeah, I'm going to give the here example of the Australia in different society and also UK and the different region. They are grading over there. And as I know about this, especially Australia. Established research centers. Dedicated researchers centers can drive the advancement of homeopathy by conducting rigorous scientific studies and clinical trials. These centers can help build our robust evidence base for homeopathic treatment, making it easier to demonstrate their efficiency and gain acceptance within the broader medical community. Practice homeopathy according to the Organism of Medicine. The Organism of Medicine, written by Samuel Hahnemann, is the cornerstone of homeopathic philosophy and practice. Adhering to its principle ensure that homeopathy remain true to the foundational methodologies of the field, promoting consistency and effectiveness in treatment. Provide global opportunities for knowledgeable sharing among skilled physicians. Facilitating international knowledge exchange among homeopaths can lead to the dissemination of innovative technique and a successful treatment protocol. Conferences, online forums, and collaborative research projects are effective ways to foster this global exchange of knowledge. Over here, I'm going to admire the International Forum for Homeopathy. It's played such a beautiful role here. Establish website for sharing successful cases. Online platform dedicated to sharing successful homeopathic cases. Studies can serve as educational resources for practitioners and informative reference for patient. These efficacy and promote best practices. Awarding successful physicians and share their names on national and international websites. Recognizing and publicizing the achievement of outstanding homeopathic practitioners can inspire others and build a positive reputation for the field. The award and public recognition can also motivate practitioners to strive for excellence in their practice. Assist to homeopaths publishing their data. This is a very important issue. Publishing research and clinical data is a vital for the advancement of any medical field. Providing support to the homeopaths in this area can include offering workshops on scientific writing, creating peer-reviewed journals, and establishing online repositories for research papers. This dissemination of knowledge helps to validate and expand the scientific foundation of homeopathy. By addressing these challenges, the field of homeopathy can strive toward greater acceptance, improved practice, and better outcome. Thank you. So one thing here I mentioned it as most of the know about is I am doing the work in such a cases like the hematological disorder, leukemia, in heart diseases, even especially heart attack, cancers. Most of my work over there, because I feel personally here these challenges we are facing when we are doing the management issues. And other issues are over there. And at that time, we are suffering a lot. What should I do or not do? Because one person cannot do all the aspects of the diseases and for such a fatal disorders, such a fatal type of the emergency over there. So here we need to collaboration and standards and what should I do or not to do at that time. Thank you to all of you, please.
Thank you, Dr. Javed Akhtar. Now I am inviting Dr. Beatrix Dessner from Germany. Dr. Beatrix, you're welcome. Please. Dr. Beatrix was...
So thank you very much. And sorry, I'm a bit busy because I have consultation time at the moment. And many, many greetings from my heart from Germany. And yes. And I feel when I'm looking at you and contacting you, I feel that we are really created a big, big international family. And so congratulations to IFPH. You have been very successful in that object, bring people together. So I'm very, very happy to tell you that. And I'm also very happy to share my experiences. And Doctor, I was asked to talk a bit about the situation here in Germany, about homeopathy, because there in the medias, we were seeing homeopathy will be banned in Germany, it will be expelled in Germany. But I can tell you this is not the case. And yes, just 2 minutes, and then I will finish. But just to explain to you, the situation is like this. We had a congregation. Every year we have a congregation of allopathic doctors. And the question was arised, should we go on to give money to the homeopathic doctors? And nearly 50%, a bit less than 50% decided, allopathic doctors, to let the homeopathic doctors go on being subsidized with money to treat their patients. So here in Germany, it's very special. We, as homeopathic doctors, we get from the insurances, we get the money to treat our patients. And that will, it seems that will continue. So we are very happy about that. The final decision will be in September. But because of that conversations, there was a big petition. More than 200,000 German people writing a petition to the parliament. And the main figure, our Minister of Health, he's very special person. I don't want to say a bad word, but forget it. And he is very much polemic against homeopathy. But when there was a congregation and the talking in the parliament, he was absent, sending a person changing for her or resembling him. And this person was 100% in favor of homeopathy, because he said, I'm sorry, I'm the delegate of the minister, but I have to tell that my children always responded well with homeopathy. So in a certain way, it was a big joke here in Germany. And we see that the power is in the population. Patients are there, patients feel the efforts, and that was a good news. And just half a minute, also something very interesting going on. We had a big congress, about 30,000 people joining online, about medical doctors and also lay practitioners and lovers of homeopathy. And there was a brilliant, brilliant presentation about the studies in homeopathy. A person who's called Klaus von Ammon, who had was working in Zurich at the university, Switzerland university, for many years, about 20 years, being a surgeon of neurology, but working for homeopathy. He explained 100%, and this is important, very important. He explained that the studies we have in homeopathy are as well as the studies they have in allopathy. If you make the clear review, you can see and show these results. We don't have to hide with our studies. No, not at all. And in Germany, last year, there were presented a review, a meta-analysis of the studies who also have been meta-analysis. And the effect or result was 100% positive. So we have these papers to issue with the government. Greetings from Germany, all the best for you and all your efforts. And thank you very much also, especially to India. I feel very, very grateful.
Thank you so much, Dr. Beatrix. And now I'm inviting Dr. Kathy May Lemon from USA. Dr. Kathy, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. So let me first again thank you, IFPH. It's ever an honor for me to be able to speak to you, and I will make this as quick as I can. And on this National Doctors Day for India. What a wonderful day this is. Sadly, of course, here in the US, the idea of a Doctor's Day won't pass so well because while there are a lot of sincere doctors working to help, unfortunately, there are so many who have become, they're just being called drug pushers, drug prescribers. They're being educated by the drug makers. And so they're looking at palliation, they're looking at treatment rather than cure. And there was even recently an article saying, is it really a solid business practice to cure an issue? So that is part of what the issue that we are in as far as the challenges that we're facing within homeopathy. But let me present here, just as I'm known for, I guess, there's such a value in knowing history and knowing about homeopathy, that it's always been under attack by conventional medicine, by allopathic medicine, even since Hahnemann's time. So today, this attack is nothing new. It's simply happening in our day, the day in which we are practicing. My focus, of course, with what I'm going to share will be on things here within the US. But I will point out this too, that India's current, and I learned this by the attorney that I worked with, Jim Turner, for goodness sake, who sadly, he passed away a couple of years ago. There was a bad accident, but in any case, he pointed out too that the Indian health program is actually patterned after what we have here in the US, like the FDA, but I'm going to get into that. There is an intrinsic value for us today to know the organon, to know Hahnemann's organon, first published in 1810. There was never a book like it before. There still is not another book like it today. We have got to know this today. Basically, here in the US, homeopathy came here right about the same time that it did to India, right around 1825. This was before Constantine Hering is often credited with bringing it here to the United States, but actually it was a gentleman by the name of Hans Boergram, who was the son of some Danish immigrants. He actually went back to Copenhagen and studied homeopathy there, then brought it over here. It caught on very quickly. We had homeopathic hospitals, universities, more than 1,000 homeopathic pharmacies. The rich, the influential, and even a lot of the common people loved it. But I feel to point this out too, because this is often referenced about John Rockefeller and how he gave tens of millions of dollars to the conventional schools and the conventional universities and the hospitals. Well, the fact is, Rockefeller was a lover of homeopathic medicine. A fellow by the name of Frederick Gates, no relation to the certain Gates that we all know today. Frederick Gates, though, he was the chair of the board of trustees for Rockefeller. Excuse me, he was the chair of the board of trustees of Rockefeller's General Education Board, and he very much disliked homeopathy. And so Rockefeller had said, here's tens of millions of dollars, let's have this go to the homeopathic schools. Inexplicably, except to him, of course, Mr. Gates, he said no. And didn't tell Rockefeller this, but he took that money and donated it to conventional schools, conventional universities and hospitals, and then afterwards told Rockefeller when there was nothing that Rockefeller could do about it. So there we are today. Also, we had in this country, you may have heard of what's called the Flexner Report, put together by Mr. Abraham Flexner, who was an educator. He was not a doctor, but he was given the assignment to make this broad report. It ended up being an 846-page report about the medical schools, about the medical hospitals, about what was in practice there, to get some continuity, to get some common ground among them. However, Mr. Flexner made, it's only about 3 pages of this 846-page report that was very damning towards homeopathy. And I've read those pages, and you read those, and boy, if you didn't know anything about homeopathic medicine, you wouldn't want to know anything about homeopathic medicine if you read what he wrote and what is stated there. But in any case, this Flexner report was on purposely put in place to push homeopathic medicine aside. Well, and then in 1906, came what's called, this was the predecessor, the FDA, the Pure Food and Drug Act, or the Wiley Act, just to get some good things happening for the common people there too. This, and then came along the sulfanilamide, which killed probably about 100 people. And so then something needed to be done about that. So then in 1938 was introduced what we know today as the FDA, the US FDA, but then it was called the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. That was actually introduced by a homeopath. His name was Mr. Royal Copeland. He was a doctor, he was a medical doctor, but he was also a homeopath. And it specifically states in the original documentation of the FDCA that drugs labeled homeopathic are to be subject to the provisions of the homeopathic pharmacopoeia of the United States, not to those of the United States pharmacopoeia. It very specifically says that in many cases throughout this. And then in about 1988, there was a proposal that was presented to the FDA that the FDA accepted, defining what is to be accepted as homeopathic medicine. And this was written by a homeopath, and it was very widely, very clear, very widely used, what is a homeopathic medicine, what is not. And this was based on the HPUS, the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of the United States, that worked beautifully for some 30 years. And then suddenly in about 2018, the FDA deliberately and without solid supportive reason removed this. And it's now calling, this is part of the troubles that we're in with homeopathy. It's now calling for homeopathic medicines to be subject to trials that conventional medicines are. What's the problem with that? We all know the problem with that. Homeopathic medicines are inherently safe. And beyond that, the trials that the conventional medicines go through are very expensive. Homeopathy does not have this kind of medicine. Yet drug makers have been subject to and have paid billions of dollars in fines because of bad things having to do with their medicines going through these trials. And they are still producing these deadly medicines. It's really a mess. It's really a mess, but you can check the record for this. Now, as stated in the FDCA, Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act documentation, homeopathy is completely different from conventional medicine. It does not need to be proven by conventional means. The HPUS ensures this. I've spoken with the lead scientist for the HPUS, and he made it clear that they are not a governing agency. They are not a policing agency. They just will not provide their stamp of approval if they come to a maker of homeopathic medicines and can't verify that they are following the guidelines as originally presented by Hahnemann. So that's what the HPUS is all about. So today, the FDA is on solid record of protecting businesses, not the private sector. And this is something Jim Turner really got into. FDA, this label of FDA approved is rapidly becoming something that is not very highly thought of. So just today, and this is something very, very timely, it just happened just within this last week, the US government has been using what we simply call Chevron rules to allow regulations made by places like the FDA to have these viewed as laws, but they are not. That includes vaccine mandates, that includes drug statements and everything like this. The US Supreme Court has just said that such regulations, or the Chevron doctrine, can no longer be enforced, as these are not actual laws passed by elected congressional peoples. This has the potential of being huge in this country, but as Jim Turner would have pointed out, this has just happened. So while I want to cheer about it, we still need to, here's homeopathy for us, wait and see what's going to happen. We've got to work because it has passed, but this is what is, this is where we're at. So we are, let's see. Homeopathy, here's what we need to do here today in homeopathy, and I've said this many times before, I'll say it again here. We need to proceed with confident caution or cautious confidence as we move forward. We need to understand what homeopathy has always been. It's fundamentally unchanged. Its regulations are fundamentally unchanged, have been such for more than 200 years. And it was said in 1946, again in this country, that homeopathy is to be viewed not so much as a separate school of medicine, but as a postgraduate extension of medical training. Yes, homeopathy needs to work hand in hand with conventional medicine, but we need to have a full and complete and confident understanding of what we have with homeopathic medicines. Unfortunately, too, we have conventional medicine speaking out of both sides of its mouth, saying homeopathy is nothing more than a placebo, but yet pointing that it's highly dangerous because their medicines are made of this dangerous arsenic. What, it doesn't really make sense. Now, I'm not going to say, and this was misunderstood with the last presentation that I made here, Arsenicum album is not the only homeopathic medicine known to effectively work with things related to coronavirus, but I'm only referencing it here as an example with a couple Indian stories here. August of 2021 in Gujarat, the story came out about how effective Arsenicum album 30C was working to stave off COVID-19, to prevent infection from it, because there's not enough science to support this, but look at the millions of people that it's helping.
Oh,
Why can't we take that into consideration? Very recently, too, it was shared, I think right on the WhatsApp group here, how they're trying to say now that Arsenicum album is apparently causing liver damage because it's made from arsenic. These make no sense. We need to love what we have with homeopathy. Homeopathy, we cannot build ourselves up by tearing others down. We need to have confidence in what we have with homeopathy. Building, we need to know homeopathy. We need to know its roots. We need to know the organon of medicine. We need to know this medicine because it works. We don't have yet the money, power, and influence that conventional medicine does, but our numbers are growing because we have a medicine that it works, and it has worked virtually unchanged for more than 200 years.
Doctor,
So thank you very much.
thank you so much. And now I am inviting Mariam Salcedo for felicitation, please.
Thanks, ma'am. Dear members of the IFPH, it is with a great pride and admiration that I extend my heartfelt congratulations on achieving a remarkable milestone. 1,400 days of interrupted activities dedicated to the promotion of homeopathy. This accomplishment is a testament to your unwavering commitment, passion, and resilience. The continuous effort of the IFPH in spreading awareness and knowledge about homeopathy are truly commendable. This is not just an activity, it is a mission that cannot afford to pause. The importance of homeopathy in enhancing health and well-being is immense, and your steadfast dedication ensures that this invaluable practice reaches more people every day. We must all support and stand by the IFPH in this noble endeavor. Your relentless pursuit of excellence and tireless work have made a significant impact, and it is imperative that we continue this journey together. Let us all join hands and pledge to keep this momentum going, ensuring that homeopathy remains a vital and accessible healthcare option for everyone. About the challenges we have, this is very important because IFPH has been able to overcome some obstacles, such as language. In America, few homeopaths are fluent in English. For this reason, we have some difficulties in understanding the conferences. Throughout these years, I have understood that the form of study are different from one country to another. And without a doubt, you have an excellent training that is clearly seen in the success that you have in treating patients. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. In this sense, I propose that sessions can also be held in Spanish to be able to reach more homeopaths in South America who can join to IFPH. And without a doubt, we will need your help and inspiration to improve our training in homeopathy, to achieve the numerous success that they show us in your country. The creation of the forum is the sense has always the exchange of this experience and the inclusion of professionals from other countries in the world or from the world in the postgraduate course that is held at Loyola University of Bolivia was very pleasant for us. For this course, for carry out this course, as you know, you have been a great inspiration for me. In South America, we don't have homeopathic hospitals. Here so that's another big obstacle because we don't have the same practice that you have in India. And that could be very challenging for us, especially acute cases, as you know. I identified that there are countries in Central and South America that are not participating in the IFPH, even though we have colleagues there. So maybe it will be a good idea to include these countries, and also make them members so they can benefit from the daily sessions as well as the sessions that are already available on the YouTube channel. For these reasons, and another more, I believe that it's vitally important to maintain this link and be able to spread the experience that you have with all of us who practice homeopathy in South America and Central America. There are not enough words to thank this work. Please take always South America into account so we can grow in knowledge, wisdom, and experience that you are sharing every day with us, with too much love and selflessness. Once again, congratulations in this extraordinary achievement. May the IFPH continue to thrive and inspire many more to follow it on these footsteps. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mariam Salcedo. And now it is already 5 minutes late for the Malayalam session to begin. And I'm inviting Dr. Danesh for giving vote of thanks to everyone.
Good evening, all, and so very happy to have such a wonderful evening sharing with you. This 1,400-day celebration is really a big thing, and that happened in the history of homeopathy. Never happened in the history of homeopathy, and this is what we International for Promoting Homeopathy is supposed to do. Let me go to my official duty. As you all know that the vote of thanks. First, let me thanks Dr. K.R. Janardhan Nair sir for inaugurating this wonderful session, and then a welcome speech by Dr. Jose Isaac sir. We thank you, Dr. Jose Isaac sir, for such a beautiful welcome speech, and Dr. Shaji Kudiat, our Vice President, has done the keynote presidential address for the session. As you all know that Said sir was not well for the time being, and so Dr. Shaji Kudiat was asked to do something, and he has done it.
Altogether, we can give a lovely thanks to everyone.
Yes, and we are very
love
happy.
you all.
We love all Dr. Kathy May Lemon from USA, Dr. Beatrice from Germany, Dr. Marian Shelshadow from Bolivia, and Dr. Javed Akhtar sir from Pakistan. And we are very, very happy, thankful to Dr. M.A. Sahani sir for giving us a keynote address for this evening. And I'm very happy to say thank to those who attended the session also. And really thank you once again to all and all. Thank you, Dr. Rajini, for your excellent moderation in this session also. Thank you.